correctly explains what's going on. This video is not for everyone, but only for those of you that have your eyes open and are ready to see what is happening. But before we get to the really important stuff, make sure you take a second to subscribe so we can show the world how many people are on God's side. Now, let's get to it. Marie-Julie's messages about the Antichrist have captivated and stirred believers from the depths of 19th century France to the present day. What secrets did she reveal about the end times? Well, to understand what's going on here, we need to understand something very important about Marie-Julie's life. Marie-Julie Jahenny was born on February 12, 1850 and is regarded as one of the most influential mystics in church history. Just after her birth, she underwent baptism on Ash Wednesday, which occurred in 1850. Of the 5 children, she was the oldest. Her parents were simple, decent people who raised her in the strong faith that Bretons are known for. Her mother had a deep devotion to the Most Blessed Virgin Mary and instilled this gentle love in her innocent daughter. Even as a small child, her daughter had a strong passion for prayer, the cross, and mortifications, which she joyfully practiced with her parents' approval. Marie-Julie was sent to work for a family when she was 16 years old. However, due to her fragile body, she was only able to stay there for 6 months. The young French woman willingly accepted her destiny as a victim soul, living as retribution for humanity's crimes against the Creator. From the moment of her first Holy Communion, our Lord bestowed upon her several blessings, to which she responded with ever-increasing devotion. In her early 20s, she decided to join the Franciscan Third Order in order to better help her own sanctity in the world. Our Blessed Lord revealed to Marie-Julie about her mission, saying, "The happy Margaret Marie was selected to publish the glory of my Sacred Heart. It is you, Marie-Julie, who will publish the glory of my cross." But on January 6, 1873, the day of the Epiphany, something unexpected happened. Feeling tired, Marie-Julie Jahenny visited the doctor, who diagnosed her with stomach cancer. That day she received the utmost unction, and the doctor declared there was no chance of surviving. The family had given up hope too, but Marie-Julie made an incredible statement at that moment. In addition to telling her family that she would not die and would soon recover, she claimed to have seen the Holy Virgin. "I won't die, so don't cry," Marie-Julie told her family. "On May 2nd at 3 p.m, I saw the Holy Virgin who announced my healing." She described the Holy Virgin as wearing a white dress and leaning on a massive white cross. The Blessed Virgin Mary arrived and asked Marie-Julie Jahenny if she would accept Jesus' wounds. On March 21, 1873, Marie-Julie consented to living a life of suffering and to see the conversion of sinners. In 1873, heaven bestowed the most amazing mystic gift, the stigmata, upon her. From that point on, Marie-Julie resided in a little house in the northeastern hamlet of La Fraude, Blaine, where she lived her life of co-redemptive suffering as a victim soul. By doing this, she satisfied the request of our Blessed Lord for reparation of the sins of the world and France. She received many prophetic lights and frequently glimpsed Jesus and Mary. Several witnesses saw Jesus show scars from which light rays were radiating. Marie-Julie had 5 wounds in total, and the rays touched her side, foot, and hands. From the age of 23 until her death, approximately 60 years later, she bore the wounds of our Lord. She bore these wounds more prominently than any other stigmatist recorded in the history of the Church. On October 7th, the crown of thorns struck her, and on November 25th, she suffered a shoulder wound. She bore the wounds from his scourging and the ropes that bound him. In addition to these, she suffered other mysterious wounds, along with the 5 wounds of his sacred hands, feet, and side. She was consequently dubbed the Breton Stigmatist. Long-term fasting is a common ability of mystics, and Marie-Julie had no trouble doing it. She is said to have eaten nothing except Christ's body. She fasted for 94 days at first, and she was even prepared to fast for a second time, but she stunned everyone by declaring that she would fast for around 5 years, 1 month, and 22 days. She received the stigmata and experienced several paranormal encounters throughout her life, including numerous miraculous communions and mysterious healings. She saw visions of numerous prophecies about the church in France. She was unable to speak or hear for 4 years after June 1880. She also lost the use of her limbs and her vision. Although all of this affected her, she still understood what the priests were saying, even in Latin. She lost her sight, but she was still able to view images of heaven. She could not move, but every Friday she managed to find her way to the cross. What was Marie-Julie Jahenny's mission? Her goal was to steal souls from the devil. She was subjected to numerous attacks from Satan while completing this duty. And here's where things get really shocking. She was given numerous prophecies, including those about the end of the world, the arrival of the Antichrist, the civil war that would destroy Paris, and many others. She foretold that these consequences for sins would begin in Paris and eventually expand throughout the entire world. It's chilling to imagine going without food while facing terrifying attacks from devils, right? Marie-Julie Jahenny lived through this nightmare. Devils attacked her and she endured a long period without eating anything except on Thanksgiving. Although the Catholic Church has not formally declared her to be a saint, you may still believe she is one. The future Pope Pius XII, Cardinal Pacelli, covertly visited her in July 1937. Many local clergy members disliked Marie-Julie Jahenny, but she had the support of 2 bishops. With time, her prophecies are becoming more and more accurate. The 2 world wars that she predicted really happened. In addition, she foresaw that many mothers would turn cold toward their children and made a reference to abortion. Look at what's happened now. Abortion is practiced all around the world. But let's not forget about the impact the pandemic had on us. A significant section of the global population was affected. Can you believe that Marie-Julie Jahenny even foresaw the terrible sickness that would soon spread? Whether you believe it or not, let me ask you, is it possible for you to ignore these prophecies when so many of them have already come true? These were only a few of the startling forecasts she made. She said that Islam would spread throughout Europe and the Sharia law would be implemented here. It's evident from examining all of her forecasts that France figures prominently in many of them. Do you know why this is so? The majority religion in France, as we all know, is Catholicism, but things are getting worse there these days. We all watched what happened in Paris during the 2024 Olympics. Some drag queens made fun of the Last Supper. Your heart will bleed when you see all of that. In which direction is the world progressing? There won't be any question as to whether these actions will have any long-term effects on us. How dare they make fun of God? Marie-Julie Jahenny predicted that France would be the first nation to face all of the severe punishments. Now that we've witnessed the events at the Olympics, we need to take precautions since the prophecy could come to pass. But here's where things take a disturbing turn. One of her prophecies was the 3 days of darkness. She foretold that the skies would grow darker and a massive storm would sweep across the planet for 3 days and nights. There won't be any light from the sun or regular candles during these 3 days and nights. The only source of light will be blessed candles. During this time, bad spirits will roam the earth, causing chaos and destruction. The devils will target those who are weak in their faith, so they should be very careful. What might shield us from this incident? According to Marie-Julie Jahenny, we must defend ourselves by remaining inside our homes. She warned us not to peek outside and suggested shutting doors and windows during this time. She stressed the importance of staying near our holy lights and praying. If we venture outside during this event, we will suffer from a severe illness. Nothing can protect us from the wicked spirits that roam the earth if we don't have a strong faith. To survive this terrible occurrence, we need heavenly protection. A new world free of evil will emerge once all of this has been completed. After the event, it'll be a fresh start for everyone, bringing unity and peace. She foresaw that the earth would resemble a massive cemetery, with the bodies of the righteous and the evil scattered all over the place. The population of the world will drop by 75%, and half of France's population will be eliminated. It is essential to have a solid faith. If not, you already know what will happen. Her prophecies are coming true, so we need to continue being watchful and walking in our Lord's footsteps. We must be ready for the upcoming trial. According to her prediction, 2024 will be very difficult. Take a look at the current state of the world, particularly the people in Ukraine and Gaza. It's evident that the world is in a state of suffering. To stay safe from all the negative incidents happening globally, we must have more faith in God. She describes a sacrilegious, infamous religion that will substitute Catholicism and mentions seeing many bishops embrace it. Once again, Marie-Julie Jahenny is 100% accurate. Communist, Freemasonic, and modernist infiltrators birthed Vatican II's religion. This included 4 cardinals within the Vatican who were working for the Communist Party. It's described as the horrible religion that will replace the Catholic faith. She saw many bishops embracing this sacrilegious, infamous religion. This is a list of Marie-Julie's predictions regarding the Novus Ordo Missae, also known as the New Mass. There will not remain any vestige of the Holy Sacrifice, no apparent trace of faith, Marie-Julie observed. There will be confusion everywhere. On Saturday, November 27, 1902, the 72nd anniversary of the miraculous medal apparition, our Lord warned that a new liturgy would replace the Holy Sacrifice of the Mass. A group of evil persons was already developing this new liturgy. What forecasts does she make, and why are some of the more precise ones kept under wraps? She made some odd but highly accurate forecasts, some of which were kept secret for strange reasons. Was Marie-Julie the only one to receive these chilling prophecies? Absolutely not. For instance, Sister Lucia, one of the 3 Fatima visionaries, revealed, "The Most Blessed Virgin Mary told me that the devil is preparing for a major showdown with a virgin. A decisive battle is the last one in which one side prevails and the other faces defeat. So we will now have to take sides. We are either supporters of God or the devil." Sister Lucia told Father Fuentes in December 1957, "There's no other way." She died quietly on March 4, 1941 at the age of 91. Marie-Julie Jahenny's prophecies serve as a wake-up call for all of us to be obedient to God and walk in the footsteps of our Lord. If you made it all the way to this part in the video, you may qualify for our membership, so you might want to listen close.